All right, here we are with another episode of Around the Campus, and today we're talking to a now former student, one day outside of class, Eddy, right?
Yes, yep.
So basically, you guys graduated yesterday,
Yep.
and today was your first workshop, and you had the resume building workshop. So how did that go?
Oh, it went really well. It was nice that Joe took the time out of his day, even though he has COVID right now, to sit down with us and give us.
Yeah,
some of
you
his
actually
best.
did it online, right?
Yeah. We did it over Zoom, but it was nice that he was able to get there and give us some great advice for sure.
All right, great. So you came to us about, maybe 6 months ago, 4 months ago. You came in for a studio tour.
Yep.
Talk about why you decided, or how did you find out about CSB Media Arts Center?
Well, I had heard about CSB. I had taken a break from college, and I had heard about it back then, but I just never pursued it at the time. I'm not really sure why. I had marketing internship, so I kind of focused in on that. But sports talk radio has always been a passion of mine. So coming for the studio tour was an easy decision to come here because there's just so much available to the students who come here. Whether you're interested on the TV side, the radio side, I came in with the sole focus on radio, and that's what I thought I would want to do. And now I'm almost more focused on the TV side of things. The production side, it seemed so overwhelming that first day, but running that news broadcast yesterday, everything went so smooth and I felt so comfortable in there. That's almost kind of where where I'm leaning towards now. So
Right. So when you came for the tour, what did you think of the school? What did you think of the feeling when you walked in that first time, even before you attended?
Honestly, walking into the studios and looking at the boards and everything, it's kind of overwhelming. I mean, there's so many buttons and levers and things like that I was thinking to myself, man, I really hope I can, I'm going to be good at this. But we have there are some great instructors here. I don't know, I can't speak for the other campuses, but Joe and Rob are both great guys, and they're super helpful. And you and Matt and Chris and everyone around the campus has just been so helpful and kind along the way that it's made this process a lot easier.
Right. So the first day of class begins. You're sitting down. Now, what were your expectations going into it when you came to the studio tour versus, let's say, the first half of the class? Did it meet your expectations? Did you think it was going to be more hands-on?
Oh, I thought it was great. Over the 8 weeks that I've been here, I feel like I've improved in every aspect that you guys teach, whether it's the Adobe programs that we learn, the in-studio things that we learn, the behind-the-scenes things that we learn. I feel like I'm much more confident in all of those aspects now versus when I first started here. It helps that we had a great class. We all got along great.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've made friends here for life, honestly. So yeah, it's just been a really special experience, and I'm really, really thankful that I came here.
So talk a little bit about your group and how they all kind of, became a family, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the first day, obviously nobody knows each other. How long into class did it take for you guys to kind of click?
Oh, it was really quick actually, and we had a pretty unique group. We had I think you had mentioned, or someone had mentioned, that this was like almost the most females this
class we actually had a lot of females in the day class and also in the evening class.
Yeah, but we had the unique thing about it too was we had a wide variety of ages and experience. I mean, you had someone like Maya who's just almost fresh out of high school,
right?
And then we have Matt, who's
a seasoned gentleman that's been here for
and he's
been there, done that
political work, and so
yeah.
he's had experience in that. We had Josh, who was very, very talented in the Adobe and the video and audio editing coming in here. But I would say it was really quick. I mean, I feel like I'm a pretty personable guy, and it helps to have personalities like that to kind of get everyone to break out of their shell. But like having Robbie in the class, I mean, he's just so much fun to be around. Guy like Gene, I mean, like him versus like the first day versus now. I mean, he's completely broken out of his shell, and like I just enjoy being around all of them. I'm gonna miss coming in here, to be honest with you. It's kind of mind blowing that we're done already.
Right.
We did so much over that 8 weeks. It's just I still can't believe it's over.
So when you started getting your hands on the equipment, you started learning the software. Did it go better than you expected as far as learning everything? Did you pick up on it quicker than you expected?
Me personally, I was more comfortable with audition originally. Premiere definitely had some, some frustrations along the way. I mean, it's kind of, there's a learning curve. I had never had any experience going in with those kind of programs before. So, I'm also kind of, self-critical, but, like I said, I feel I'm really comfortable doing that stuff now, and I enjoy doing that stuff now. Like I feel like it's become a passion of mine. Whether I end up doing that as a career or not, it's we'll see. But definitely, I mean, I feel like I'm super comfortable doing it, and I feel like I could put that on a resume that it's definitely a skill of mine now.
Right, and you've actually, I think, used some of that skill already, right? I think you've basically gone off. You've started on a couple of different jobs, so.
Yeah.
Right now, you're doing entertainment with a entertainment company,
That's
Boppers.
Correct. Yep.
Kind of talk about that experience.
Well, that's a really cool experience. I got to work with another former graduate, Mikey V. There's actually, multiple. I've met multiple graduates who have worked. I met Andrew and Christina, who both do photography. I don't know if they're there as much as Mike is. Mike's a really cool guy. You could definitely tell he's a radio personality.
Oh yeah.
I think
he came here and he sounded like he was supposed to be on radio.
He's born like he has that born to be on radio voice.
Right.
And he has the personality to go with it. He's a really fun guy to work with. I just think it's cool. You get to go to these different events. I mean, I had never been to a bar mitzvah before this past weekend, and that was a really cool experience. It's tough work. I give those guys a lot of credit. I mean, Mikey logs a lot of hours.
Right.
A lot of hours.
And what did you do there? You were running the photo booths and stuff like that?
Yeah. So the first event I worked, they have like a stand-up air photo booth.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. I used that the first day, and then the second time they have like a I think it's called a graffiti wall. You set up like a silver screen in the background, and then they have like a huge TV monitor that they set up next to it, and the people can go in and it's like a lot of the kids were going through at the bar mitzvah and signing. Drawing on the photos, signing it and stuff. So that was really cool. Yeah, like I said, coming in, I also had no experience before. Some experience, using my phone camera and friends' cameras, just kind of randomly. Mm-hmm. But the projects and things that we've done here with Rob, especially, I feel super comfortable using a camera now. So just getting that kind of experience was really cool. I kind of hope to learn more along the lines of the DJing stuff, the farther along we go. But right. They work long. That was a long day. That bar mitzvah day. I worked 18 hours.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. And so you did that. You also got picked up to do a video shoot, which was, I think, through another possible graduate, right? Rich.
Yes. I didn't know Rich was a graduate.
Yeah. Rich is a graduate.
Yeah, Rich is a cool guy. I think he had reached out to you about recording this banquet. It was actually for the Lyman Hall Sports Hall of Fame. They hadn't done it in a few years.
Yeah.
It was a cool event. It was really good experience. I worked with a gentleman named John Roz, who has another media company. I think it's out of Wallingford, or an event company, out of Wallingford. And he was a really cool guy. Just to get that experience of working in the field like that, kind of having to, I kind of went in with the mindset that I'm going to have to be hooking up to the audio board and things like that. So kind of having to adapt on the fly to the way things are going. It's just all meaningful experience for sure.
Now, let me ask you. You brought up a gentleman's name, and you had the resume workshop. Did Joe talk about the importance of LinkedIn?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Now, is this somebody that you've added to your LinkedIn? Do you have a LinkedIn yet?
I do have a LinkedIn. Yeah. I should add him for sure because he seemed to like me. Everywhere I go, I try to be as personable as possible. I think that's one of the, Joe and Rob have mentioned that, just being a good person is one of the, biggest things to be able to break into the business.
Yeah.
It's important, for people to want to be able to work with you.
Well, and I think it's important if you put it down in your LinkedIn and you put a little note there to kind of remind yourself how you knew that person, because you never know. That could be a contact down the road where you send him a message and say, listen, I've gotten this much more further. Yep. If you ever have any opportunities, let me know. And
absolutely.
It's all about contacts and, negotiating your way through things.
Yeah. Joe, Joe had mentioned today, you mentioned that workshop a couple of times, but, during the workshop, he mentioned, anytime you see, a radio station or a TV station is hosting an event near you, go. Yeah. Just to introduce yourself. Networking is the most important thing in this business.
Yep. So. Yeah. Networking's very valuable. And I think some of your networking in the school is now paid off too. So
absolutely.
one of your instructors, Rob, I think kind of worked with you to get you into a new situation with him, right?
Yeah. So hopefully, I think I was supposed to get started this week, but I think it takes a couple of days for the background check to go through. But yeah, I'm hoping to start working with the Yard Goats in Hartford pretty soon.
Yeah.
Which is really cool for me because I'm a sports guy.
Yeah.
That's like my passion. So getting to work at a baseball stadium is a pretty cool job as an in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be working like the video boards and things like that, which is something that I'm really comfortable with. Like I was mentioning before, in the control room for the
TV final.
Yeah, I was the director, so I was in charge of bringing in like the graphics and changing between cameras, and it just came like I was really nervous about it going in, to be honest with you, but I came really like I felt really confident doing it once I got started, so I'm really excited to get started at this job for sure.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So, it sounds like you're on your way. A couple of the students, you replaced another student that had to move on from that job, and we're hoping that he actually lands another situation for him.
Oh, he definitely will.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's so talented.
Yeah,
He'll
he's
do
too
well.
talented not to.
But he's interviewed for a job that he finds out, I think, in July or something like that.
Yeah,
so,
he interviewed for a job at
Avon. Yeah,
that's a really cool opportunity for him. I hope he gets it. He deserves it. He's a really good guy.
Oh, he is. And again, super talented. He actually, I always get jealous when I see his productions because I want my graphics to look like his.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and it's always seemed like my videos or my projects would always be the one like directly following his, and I'm always like, come on, like, why do I have to keep following this guy?
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are you looking long term? Like, where do you want to be, and what's your 5-year plan?
My 5-year plan.
Or you haven't thought of it yet?
Well,
or?
I kind of thought about it. So I had applied back to go to UConn for grad school for political science. So in the meantime, I'm looking to just get my foot in the door. This opportunity with the Yard Goats is a really cool opportunity. But I think just, making myself more valuable to whatever company I decide to end up wanting to join or apply to, I think that's just so important.
Yeah.
And the skills that I've learned here are invaluable. I really just think that, like I've said, I've improved my value as a person, as a potential employee, greatly. But over the course of the next 5 years, I have a general idea. I'd like to work on like political campaigns, so creating like political ads or editing, political ads, things like that. That'd be really cool just to be a part of that. I've always had an interest in politics as well.
Mm-hmm.
If sports talk radio or podcasting, I know Joe wants to do a podcast with me and Robbie, which would be awesome.
Right.
Yeah, I'm kind of just keeping my options open right now. I kind of have like a general idea of what I want to do, but I'm sure if something comes up along the way, my mind will change about 50 times.
All right. And as we conclude here, somebody walks up to you up on the street and they say, hey, you're a CSB graduate. What did you think of the school? What do you give to what kind of word of advice would you give to a person thinking about a school like ours?
I would just say, keep an open mind. I'm sure everyone who comes in here has an idea of what they want to do, but try to learn it. Try to learn as much as you can while you're here. I mean, we have some great media minds who work here. And again, talking about Josh again, who you could be fellow students with, you could learn so much while you're here. I've learned, this program went above and beyond what I expected in terms of what I've learned and how confident, like I said, I feel with the skills that I've acquired. Just be confident and go in with an open mind.
And talk a little bit about work ethic in all of this.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's like you've mentioned, Joe, Rob have all mentioned, it's not an easy profession to break into, but, just keep your head down, stick to the grind and put in the time. That's the biggest thing. It's just you got to put in the time and get better at everything that you do.
Mm-hmm. I can't echo that even more. I mean, it's tough when somebody walks in and they see all the equipment and everything else. At the end of the day, it does take work.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's your work ethic and your passion that kind of drives you the rest of the way home.
God bless you if you come in and you can work all the boards their first day here. But for 99% of people like me, definitely take some work and just put everything you got into it. I mean, it really. Anything you do in life, especially this kind of stuff, it's all about what you put into it. I mean, if you're half-hearted doing whatever you're doing here, you're going to get half the results that you want,
Right. All right. Well, great. Well, thank you very much
Oh,
for hanging out
absolutely.
and
My pleasure. Thank you, Jim.
being
Appreciate
a part
you.
of Around the Campus
Yeah.
podcast.
No,
here.
I appreciate you guys again. Thank you so much. for
Well,
everything you've done
appreciate
for me.
you too. And, again, the whole class, everybody in the class, you talk about the fact that it was a great class. It was a great class. And
Yeah.
everybody, to have everybody do the video programs, all the work completed by graduation was a testament to you guys.
Oh yeah,
So,
and everyone did such a great job. I was really impressed with everybody's work.
yeah. So it's always fun to see. But
Yep.
congratulations to you. And maybe
Thanks,
we'll
Jim.
talk in a couple years and see how you're doing.
Absolutely, sounds like a plan.
All right. Thanks a lot.
No problem.